Today, President Biden will board Air Force One bound for Israel. His visit comes as 2,000 U.S. troops have been ordered to prepare for possible deployment to the Middle East. Madeline Rivera joins us live from Jerusalem with the latest on all of this. Good morning to you, Madeline, or good evening in your case.
Good evening, Sandra, or rather, Araxi, I apologize for that. Yes, the U.S. is deepening its involvement in this Gaza as fighting intensifies. The Israeli military stepping up its attacks on Hamas targets in the Gaza Strip, while the U.S. works with regional allies on the diplomatic front. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has been in the region for days trying to secure the release of American hostages. And on Wednesday, President Biden arrives here to show support for Israel and also push for aid for Palestinian civilians.
That's obviously going to be high on the president's agenda to make the case that humanitarian assistance not only needs to start, but it needs to be able to be sustainable.
The president's visit comes as Israel prepares for a ground assault in Gaza. Tanks and troops are now massed at the border, but military officials say they still haven't gotten the green light from Prime Minister Netanyahu.
We are prepared for whatever decision the government will make about how this conflict will continue.
Meanwhile, the situation in Gaza remains bleak. Overnight, Israeli airstrikes killed dozens of Palestinians in an area where civilians were told to shelter. And with basic supplies like food and medicine running out, some parents say their kids are struggling to survive.
They cannot even reassure their children to tell them that it's going to be okay, because maybe it's not going to be okay.
As for the feel here, the atmosphere here in Jerusalem, people here, there's a sense of apprehension. They're anticipating to see, they're waiting to see what will happen next as this fighting and situation escalates in Gaza. There's also this sense of anger. I spoke to an Israeli local last week, and she told me that they're angry at the government here, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu specifically, for not having any sort of, for not being able to foresee this attack that happened 2 weekends ago, for this massive intelligence failure.
Yeah, there's
Sandra
a lot of questions. Thank you, Madeline, surrounding the warning and whether or not people were notified. A lot of things to dig into after all is said and done. Thank you.